My primary vibe of the card in the house of the ring is that it's the card in the house of relationships, connections, commitments, to commit, all right? This is the usual way that I tend to think of it. Now, it is quite a complex card, so we're going to take a minute kind of talking about this. Let's say, for example, we have a card like the cross in the house of the ring. We've got a negative card in a neutral house. It changes a neutral house to being more negative. The cross is the card in the house of burdens. So we've got the card of burdens in the house of relationships. It's obvious we have a problem in the relationship. And this is why it's really good to stick to primary vibes, because then to find out what is the problem, well, what's in the house of the cross? In the house of the cross is perhaps the whip or the broom. And so we've got conflict, arguments, a couple are arguing. Now, these are really important cards in the sense of relationships. The ring, the heart, and the anchor are our the relationship trio. And these are the cards that I always look for. It's kind of like the first step, really, when I'm reading a grand tableau for someone. If the ring and the heart and the anchor are close, it suggests a committed, loving, stable relationship. If they're separated, there's a problem. You can look at the cards that surround each of the cards to find out what the problem is, and look at the houses, of course. Your first port of call is always looking at what's in the house, because it will tell you a huge amount. So this will save you having to learn tons of different interpretations. Just look for what's in the house. This is why I read cards and houses. It's crazy not to be honest. And it's why I use a 9x4 Lenormand grand tableau, not an 8x4 plus 4. In my opinion, I really wish the 8x4 plus 4 didn't exist, because I do not like it as a system, especially not having cards in houses. I think it makes life very difficult. It's more of a guessing game than anything else. A lot of people find it much easier to read. I don't. And to be honest with you, in terms of explaining how to read this very complex spread, it's much easier for me talking about a 9x4 plus a 9x4 spread with cards and houses, because then I can talk cards and houses, mirroring, knighting, near and far rules, right? Anyway, so if we have the ring behind the seeker, it usually indicates a relationship has ended, or there's an ex relationship. This is really important to remember. Maybe someone's been married, they've got kids, they've got a baby daddy, they're in an ex relationship, but then they're in a new relationship. So how can we tell which is which? Well, you look for the cards that are surrounding the other person, or you look for the connection between the two people, player one and player two. We're going to get to that in a minute, right? Because that's a whole other topic of conversation. If the ring is to the right of the seeker, it usually means a relationship is continuing, or there's a new relationship developing, or a relationship will develop. If you've got the ring in the book, for example, or the ring in the house of the book, it's the house of unknown things. So maybe they haven't met the person yet. If the ring is right above or right below the seeker, right, in the same column of time, because the column where the seeker falls is the date the time when you're doing the spread. That's the moment when you lay the grand tableau. It shows that it's in the balance. They're trying to figure out what to do. The ring is not necessarily about love, it's about commitment, it's about contracts as well. So it often describes a work contract. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.